because I do also enjoy upgrades. I could actually use the curse rune on this run. I'll tell you what curse rune does. That takes away my dash, though. Curse rune makes enemies harder, but they give you more money. I can't afford it anyway, so it's kind of null and void. But it's actually an interesting trade-off, especially if you're running a Spelunker for the sole purpose of getting money food. And there's the crit chance. Plus 4% crit chance. I'm actually tempted to have that over the other, the whatchamacallit cape, just for the crit chance. Because I want crits to happen more often, rather than having more raw damage from them. And then we could upgrade crit damage if we wanted to. I think we'll take equip up. So at a later point we may equip more stuff. Like a ranger cape. Ranger capes are incredibly heavy for whatever reason. They're like 40 weight. I don't know what this game uses for weight. 40 kilotons, I don't know. We'll go with kilotons because it sounds exciting. That 46 damage crit. That's that bone that just flew across my screen. From a Spelunker, that's a chicken. And that chicken hit me. Very rude. Would you stop with your bone chucking? I kind of wanted to actually use the curse rune. That would have been the first time I used a curse rune, but it would have also increased the possible monetary gain. That was terrible. Terrible bad, some might say. Now there's a chicken in the roof. That's the thing that happens sometimes. Also, my incompetence is showing. It is possible to do this with just regular jumping. I'm not good enough, though. You may have noticed I am not very good. Shoot down here. Thank you. I am good enough, however, to catch potions in midair. There was a bone that just flew across my screen. There's another one. Stop with bone chucking. People are so rude, and there is chickens flying out of every which crevice. I don't think every piece of chicken that drops does that. At least, I was scratching my arm there. At least from what I've seen, not every piece of chicken does that, or maybe I'm killing them on, you know, breaking free, but it doesn't seem like it. Get that little bit of HP back that I lost for stupidity. All of those chickens that do that, though, do in fact drop a piece of food, though, so... There's nothing in here but enemies drop gold. When they die, it requires me being able to kill them. They didn't drop anything. One of them did. Wasn't really worth the time, but hey, got something out of it anyway. Better than a complete waste. There's a lot of chests over here, but it's through this thing. Which I have failed. Well done, me. So there's the boss room, as well as a couple chests directly below us that appear to be in the same room. It's highly unusual. Oh. I was gonna try and use invulnerability flames, but that didn't work very well. This entire room is full of death. And I'm glad I used that fire thing because there was a chicken that came out of something. That's a really good spell. It's also really expensive. Not sure if that room was worth it, but we got a good chunk of money. There's no chests above us at all. This is a very weird castle, because it's very far to the right before you actually see the tower, it seems. Yeah, the tower's way over here. It may not even come off of the castle. It may just be coming off the forest. Hello, good son. Also, when the portraits get stuck on the bottom, they're still technically following their path, so they won't just come up suddenly. But it's still a little weird for me. I don't like when they're on the bottom like that. Also don't really like this room, because I can't kill anything in it. Whatever. I try to use that spell in short bursts, if I do use it at all. I don't like the fact that you're camping my chest, bro. Ooh, there's a skeleton up there that I forgot about. As well as apparently something shooting flames. Shouldn't really surprise me. There appears to be something wrong with the horses and area exits, for whatever reason. The boss for the forest is down here. That's a ward. orcs are horrible. I've mentioned this several times, they are in fact horrible. There's a chest on both sides, not on that room. What about this one? Not on this room, but connected to this room. So, good enough for me. And it's a dead end, so I'm glad I actually went that way. It's the first time I've actually been hit by that. It was quite a marvelous failure. There we go. It's very precise timing on those things. Which sometimes leads to my own ineptitude showing more than it usually does, which is quite the accomplishment this guy's glitched out. The horses seem to be much glitchier than they used to be. And they used to be quite glitchy. There's a warg. Pray to God that warg dies in a horrible pit of fire. Whoa, that's not how that works, game. Not really sure I want to be in this room right now. So, we're going to try to abandon that real quick. There's a warg there, then. He's not dead. And he did some sort of weird turnaround thing and then murdered me. I don't actually know how much money I got. Probably wasn't adequate for my desires. A dyslexic person with Alzheimer's. Let's roll with that. 2,600. I can get another level. And that leaves us with 950, which is another level of equip up. And we're back to basically poor. I should have actually bought that curse rune. When I think about that. I don't know how much the curse rune adds to your monetary gains, but the harder the enemies, the more money you get, so that was bound to be really bad. I want to keep some of the furniture because I need it to stand on, which is hard for me to just leave furniture around. It's just not how this works, game. Oh, right, where Spelunker was Alzheimer's. Fantastic, so now I can't actually look at the map to see where anything is. Fan-freaking-tastic. One of the bonuses of being a Spelunker is now null and void, also taking way too much damage. Times 2. Hopefully we can remedy that by not sucking. So we're gonna have to rely on the mini-map, which makes me far less effective at money farming, but hey. Also, I don't like shock rooms. They can be alright. I, however, don't like them. Also don't like whatever the heck I was doing there. Facing backwards was what I was doing there, quite frankly. See what I mean about the crits, man? They look so small when you have like a 30% crit chance, but it's such a massive boost in potential damage. And then you can boost it all the way to a 50% just from the skill alone, just from the purchase alone. Hoping that kills that guy. It did. There's a Doomvis, which is a pile of garbage. So bollocks to him. I don't really like to be in that room because there's no chest, so bollocks to it. We'll go down towards this fairy chest here. Defeat all enemies. Not gonna happen because I have a shotgun. Yep. Actually, hold on. Lever lay down about right here. Haha! Clever thinking there. I got a sprint rune. That's another dash rune. That's good. So I have another jump rune and another dash rune, which is exactly what I asked for. I want a whole bunch of them, but it's a start. Must be going insane. I stumbled across a carnival inside the castle. We've had that happen before. Complete with a sad clown and everything. Sort of an ass. For whatever reason, that's all in the proper order. It's a bit bizarre. But I guess you can't be picky with your friends in a place like this. I'm getting hurt again. Good thing I topped up on chicken eggies. Found these in a chandelier. This castle. Sometimes I wonder if it's all just a big joke. Take no damage. That's probably not going to happen. I don't feel confident about that, so we'll bail on that. I should probably try on every one of these just for the sake of trying, but I do like having health. That is a favorite of mine, having health. Sometimes that just doesn't coincide with things like that room, which I have never managed to complete despite my numerous efforts. I'm going to reset that room because that was bollocks, and it's still bollocks. We'll start from the bottom, shall we? Make it a little bit easier as we work our way up. There we go. Righty-ho! A little bit better in the second try. I gotta scratch my face. Itchiest of faces. I also enjoy crits. I do. That guy took 2 crits with like a 30% chance. What is this madness? I wonder if there is a prey assist item thing that will actually give you that band of bears. So second game I don't know what most of this is saying. They got in the top 20 though, that's a thing. Demo boss was pretty freaking cool. It seems that shorter letters, scratch my face. It seems like shorter letters don't actually get, or shorter words don't actually get mixed out shorter letters. We need to make these letters all wibbly wobbly for dyslexic people. And there's this place, which I'm tempted to actually explore. Well, shouldn't have been tempted. I thought I could get in there quickly and see if there's a chest in that room. Don't know if there was a chest in that room, but it was full of despair, so I'll continue on and act like that didn't happen. Until someone in the comments says it did. Luckily that doesn't hit my head. I'm glad my head doesn't have a hitbox. It does have a hitbox, I think, unless you're on the ground. I thought I killed him in 2 hits. Turns out I don't. I have to kill him in 3 unless I crit. There's nothing down here. There's a question mark up there, though, and I think I saw a chest. To the top right, that is. There's a chest down there, though. Which I would have known about anyway without having a Spelunker, because there's a dark gray part of the ground. Which isn't really worth very much, game. Any gold is better than none, I suppose. Don't really like this room so far. It's not terrible. Once we get the eyes out of the way, we can slowly deal with the horsies here, as demonstrated. I hate when those plants are camping on the things, man. You always gotta be camping on the things, it's quite rude. This room! Don't like it all either. I don't like a lot of rooms, if you haven't noticed. And I figured out a somewhat capable way of dealing with the horses now. That's a thing. Good news, everybody. Everyone. I don't remember how that quote goes now. Good heavens, how many times have I said it? There's a mage, made pile of crap. And instead of getting hit by the mage, I just decided it may be a better idea just to jump into that skull. Sounds like shit. We're gonna go down this way because it's easier, and it probably leads to the same room. It doesn't lead to the same room, and thus I was made to look like a fool by the game again. And I swung my sword backwards. I hate when I do that. I know why it does that, but I hate it when it does. Can you come down here? Or did I knock you into the wall or something? I appear to... oh, there we go. I was gonna say I appear to have knocked him into a wall that he can't get back out of. And now this room is perpetually gonna have a freaking base thing. Welcome to the boss room! I don't think we've made enough money yet. So we're gonna continue exploring. This is a chest right here. A very easy to get to chest, I might add. I didn't kill that slime in 1 hit. Interesting. I guess I may have to crit the slimes to kill them at this point. Looks like it. So we have Jumping Jack Skeleton over here. That was a terrible joke. I apologize, except not really. I apologize without actually apologizing. So there you go. I like the quantity of money everything drops in this area. I keep looking at my map as if it's going to help me. In fact, all of the mages in this area are pretty bad, especially when combined together. I hate the earth mages because they make that massive pillar suddenly. I mean, I know it has the glowy spot for a while, but it doesn't seem like very long that it glows before it pops out and deals damage. I also have no health, I've just realized. There's also a room over here. Can't really believe I risked that, but I did! That's a room with nothing but death in it, so instead we'll go back this way. That's a room pretty much with nothing but death in it, but I can't see the map, so I don't know where to go. That was ill-timed, if I do say so myself. Killed by a Plinky. I'm disappointed in you. Hokage, Lich, and a Paladin. Play a Lich, who swears and is dyslexic.